Hello, and welcome to the last episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts HD Dream Drop Distance. Doing the full title this time. That's how you know it's serious. So, I am Redx Parasite.
I'm Air327.
And we're going to be loading up my practice file that I made for the LP, because I did a lot more stuff in it. You might notice a discrepancy between the levels of the one that we used for the LP and this one. So, first things first, can show off all the keyblades. So obviously, there's the ultimate weapon that we just got for defeating Julius, but there are some other ones. So, you can start off with this one. This is Sweet Dreams. In order to unlock this one, you have to beat all of the Flick Rush cups, which, to be perfectly honest, probably not worth doing. Like, it's on the same tier as Counterpoint, and Counterpoint has more magic, which you probably care about, that more anyways. So,
yeah,
design is cool, not really essential. Next up is Dive Wing. So in order to get this one, you have to get an A rank on all dives. So this was a lot easier to get because, the dives are pretty quick and aren't too hard to get A ranks on, as long as you don't run into anything or take too long on certain boss cycles. It's not too bad. So this one's 12 and 15. So, and this one is also available as soon as you get all of the dives unlocked, so as soon as you get to the world that never was. So you can actually use this one for the end game if you want, which is pretty nice.
So.
So then there's End of Pain. In order to unlock this one, you have to do all of the special portals, not the secret portals. That's Unbound. The special portals, as in the ones that there are 6 of per world per character. Although I guess World That Never Was is an exception. That one only has 3 per character. But, yeah, if you want to, do the math, that's a lot of them. And
too many, frankly.
And it's not like the Unbound keeping, the secret portals. Those are just always there. You can just go to them whenever you want, and you can do them. The special portals only show up on specific drops. So here, if I go into the drop menu here, so there's a special portal open right now, in Traverse Town, on Riku's side, because this is showing what happens after you drop. That's not always going to be guaranteed. Wait, is it seriously 3 in a row? That's crazy. That is
so how does
very unusual.
Determine whether there is or not.
So you can see the enemy type for the portal on the left there. So if it's that kind of white palette, the special palette, that's a special portal. So
okay, so normal looking enemies are normal portals, and
the shiny ones are
yeah, the shiny ones
are the special portals. Yeah. So you have to track all of those down, then complete all of them. And after you do all that, you get the Keyblade, and it's not even that good. Look. Okay, 14, 16. It is, technically in the strongest tier outside of Ultima and Unbound. You get 30 on the overall stat total, which is higher than most other things, but it's just not worth the effort.
Well, we're putting things into Pokemon terms. It's a 30 base stat total.
Sure. So yeah, if you want my recommendation on good Keyblades that are worth getting. Obviously, Counterpoint is gonna do fine if you don't want to do anything special. That's what we used in the end game for our playthrough. Dive Wing's pretty easy to get. Sweet Dreams, not really worth it. End of Pain, way too much effort. Unbound, it's a little more effort. Also, you can't use this one for the ending of the game, though. Like, this is a post-game only Keyblade because you have to beat the story to be able to do the secret portals. So, and then, of course, Ultimate Weapon. You have to beat Julius to get it, so both of these ones kind of fall into, like, the bragging rights territory.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can use Unbound for Julius, which is what we did, but that's about the only challenge that will be left to you. I guess outside of if you wanted to do the special portals at that point, but...
Yeah, just, like, for completion's sake.
Yep.
There's probably, like, a get all the Keyblades achievement or some shit.
Yep.
I don't actually know.
Alright, next thing. Spirits. So this is something that we didn't really have to worry about too much during our playthrough because I just set everything up beforehand. Obviously, on your first playthrough, you're not going to have that luxury. But it is definitely worth the effort to make good spirits. And then if you do a New Game Plus, you can carry them over to subsequent playthroughs. And once you get the good spirits, I just recommend whenever you want to like play through it again, just start a New Game Plus file off of one of your previous ones with good spirits, because it makes the experience so much better.
Yeah, it is so tedious trying to plan out the best spirits for where you are in the game and everything, and it's just honestly probably one of my least favorite parts of the game is figuring out the spirits.
Yeah, because like the game tries to help you out by giving you like, you know, recipes for creating certain ones. But as you might be able to tell from this list of recipes that I have open, it's not all of them. And additionally, the recipes that it gives you tend to be the worst recipe for creating the monster. So they're the cheapest, but also yield the lowest rank. So you can
what
see.
What does rank exactly do again? I'm sure we've talked about this.
You know, I'm gonna like look it up just to make sure I don't say something wrong. Oops. Just because the game doesn't tell you.
Yeah, I mean, other than higher rank is presumably more better.
All right. Okay, so it determines stats. So higher rank is better stats.
Okay.
Outside of that, this might just be a placebo thing. I think it makes them like more aggressive or attack more often when they're in battle. But so the way the ranking system works is that, you know, with a given recipe there will be a base rank that it creates. You can see like these ones, you know, the base rank is E. And by increasing the materials a certain amount beyond the minimum required, so like minimum required for this one is 3 rampant figments, 2 vibrant figments. If you increase it enough, then you'll get, you know, you'll up the rank. But there is a limit. So if I just like jack this all the way up, like you see, I have like 57 of these, 29 of these. So I guess you can take it all the way up from E to A. Obviously, with worse recipes, it takes a lot of materials to do that. Let's see where I can like draw the line on getting it up to A rank. So that is 5 times. Yeah, it's 5 times.
Although if you keep going, I noticed the level also goes up, which is interesting.
Oh, okay. So it does. So yeah, okay, I think I actually have the exact multipliers in my document. So to go up 1 ranks, it's 1.5 times the materials. 2 ranks is 2 times the materials. 3 ranks is 3x. 4 ranks is 5x. Now to get it all the way up 5 ranks, you need to use a special mechanic. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show this off or not, but there is something that can show up on the forecast called risky wins. So if you look You see how it's like flashing that green chyron there of more HP than usual. One of those effects is called Risky Wins, and that effectively just gives you +1 rank for free for the same amount of materials. So if you wanted to boost 1 rank, you just get that automatically with Risky Wins. If you wanted to do 2 ranks and Risky Wins is active, then you only have to do 1.5 times the materials. Like 2x for 3 ranks, 3x for 4 ranks. And Risky Wins is the only way that you can gain access to the spirits with this is colloquially called S rank, but with the star on them. So you have to fuse during Risky Wins in order to get that. So obviously, that's what I did in order to get these. And I think for some of them, like, obviously it helps if you use a better recipe, because then you only need less materials, right, to get it up to the highest rank from where you start. Oh, that's interesting. So Risky Wins, I guess something to watch out for. In addition to having those boosting effects on creating it, it also changes the chance of receiving a different spirit when you're doing manual creation by 50%. So save before you make them.
Yeah, apparently.
Because you might get a roll, and obviously if you're trying to make a specific Dream Eater and then you don't get the one that you want, it's not great.
Yeah.
So up next, I think we can kind of dovetail actually, okay, there's one more thing that I should discuss about Dream Eaters before I move on, actually. So there's a glitch that you can do, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do with the current setup that I have. So I'm probably going to cut to some footage that I pre-recorded for this, showing it off. So effectively what you can do, as long as you don't have a full row filled in of 3, I think if you go to the last or the first thing, and then you use the page down button, which is like L1 or R1. Effectively what you can do, actually I'm in the party menu, this isn't even the right thing, I need to go to the
yeah, I was like, I think I know what you're doing, but I don't think you're doing it in the right place. Yeah, you can.
Okay, so here, if you select, you need to select the thing, and then see, I don't think I can do it with my current setup.
Yeah, I remember there is a glitch to let you make a spirit with the wrong materials, essentially.
Yeah. So effectively what you have to do is put your cursor on the one that you want. Oh, okay, here's how you do it. So here, see how I have Ducky Goose selected? And then I did the page down. Now it doesn't work here because I don't have a thing in that slot to fill. But if you did, you could make whatever is in this current slot with the Ducky Goose materials.
Try selecting one that's not the top left and paging up.
That doesn't work because
or not.
It had somewhere to go. It's the problem. So the reason that this works is because you have an index for okay, you're trying to make a Ducky Goose, right? The cursor is on Ducky Goose. And then you move to a different one, and the game still thinks you're on the Ducky Goose tile. So it allows you to use Ducky Goose to make a different Dream Eater. So I'll put the footage up at some point during this explanation to show it actually in process.
There's a way. I remember somehow learning about restrictions on it later, but there's, I think, a way to make stuff with the Wi-Fi connection lost.
Cool.
I think there's a way to make other Dream Eaters with the Meow Wow materials.
Yeah.
But you might have too many recipes for that to work anymore. So I don't remember the details. But I definitely abused that on my first playthrough, and the game was better for it.
Yep. So That is something worth considering because it can allow you to make certain Dream Eaters a lot more easily, because you can just use materials for something that are a lot easier to find, but then make one of the better Dream Eaters. So now that we've covered that, we can move on to abilities. So we talked about this some during the actual playthrough, but there are 3 different kinds of abilities in this game. The support abilities, like the Dream Eater abilities, which are purple, the red abilities, and then the blue ones. So if I go to the ability menu, here you can see any purple or red ones, whenever you unlock them on one of the boards, you get it, you keep it forever. You don't have to have that one equipped to get the effect from it. So that includes Combo Plus, Air Combo Plus, Combo Master, XP Boost Walker. This is Damage Siphon. Apparently I never unlocked it on this file either. That just converts damage into its link gauge in this game.
Yeah, okay.
And then, of course, Second Chance Once More, Scan, Leaf Bracer, Treasure Magnets. So the support ones, these are worth getting. So this is basically just, say, Second Chance for the Spirit. That one's just a nice quality of life one to have. And then, makes their attacks last longer. The blue abilities, these depend on which Dream Eaters you have in your party. So, naturally, that leads to some of them being, more important than others, because there is just no way to have all of every ability on at the same time. You can see the game is showing which ones that I have access to on one of the Dream Eater boards, but because I don't have those Dream Eaters in my party, I can't have those abilities on. So,
yeah.
For example, I don't know why I backed out of the menu there, but what I did prior to the the playthrough was try to go through and figure out, like, for the handful of stats that I consider the most important, what are the best parties to have, as many of them as possible. So the ones that I prioritize for that are HP boost, that just gives you more health, attack haste and magic haste, obviously, which speed up the recovery time for your decks.
Yeah, which is really nice.
Attack boost, magic boost, and defense boost, which obviously just boosts those stats as well. So what I was able to find, I didn't find one, like a single combination that has all of them maxed out. There could be one, but I'm pretty sure that there isn't. So the party that we were using in endgame of the playthrough is the best one that I found, which is Skelter Wild, Kiba Tiger, and Magic Lappin. So hopefully I have like all of their boards unlocked for this, that I can show this off. I guess I don't, but this one has a 5 in HP boost, a 4 in attack haste, and then 5 in magic haste, and 3 in all of the boost stats. So it's only missing one thing, which is pretty good. And then I think the one that I had on for this file is also on the same, like, so I think it's like the Pareto curve of optimal. What? I can't think of the word right now.
I don't know.
It's the same level of optimization as this one. So here, let me change the party for this one. So this one involves Ryu Dragon. Just put Fruits Cat in. So Ryu Dragon, Fruits Cat, and R&R Seal. And this one, probably not going to have all of the abilities on, but this one has 5 HP boost, 5 attack haste, 5 magic haste, 2 magic boost, 2 attack boost, and then 3 in magic and defense boost. So, I guess take your pick on if you want to sacrifice 1 attack haste or 1 attack boost. And I guess the other thing to consider is the Kiba Tiger Skeletor Wild build has some blizzard boosts on it, so it typically pairs better with blizzard type commands. And then the Ryu Dragon one, I think, has some fire boost on it. Like, you get fire boost on right now, so that one's better for fire attacks. So if you look at my command deck here, instead of having like Blizzaga in there, I have Firaga on it. I guess the other benefit of going this way, if you want to do this party over the other one, is that R&R Seal does have Balloon Gun on its command board, and that's one of the only ways to get that command.
Yeah.
So, there's 2 different ways to go here. I think they're both probably equally viable. Beyond that, you start dropping off a little bit more. So instead of like being 1 away from optimal, I think the next tier is like 3 away from optimal. So like you have Orlion, Kiba Tiger, Magic Lapin. That has everything maxed out except it has no defense boost. Same thing for Kiba Tiger, E-Glider, and Magic Lapin. So like
glass cannon builds, I guess.
Yeah, there's a little bit more like glass cannony. There's also ones that drop the magic boost, which, considering how good magic is in this game, might be worse. Then there's also some ones involving Ryu Dragon that have everything else, but then are dropping like 3 HP boosts. So I think, there's the clear kind of 2 front runners there for most optimal parties in the game. The rest of them are all like just not quite as good. I feel like you're just sacrificing a little bit too much.
Yeah. So
I think that's all I have to say on abilities. It's kind of annoying that there's some of these abilities that I would consider pretty important depend on your party builds. And there's only a select handful of ones that are really the best. But I guess that's just how it is. All right, I think there's only one more thing that I really wanted to show off. Showing off all the spirits. There's commands that we didn't use, but I'm not not gonna really bother with those. Yeah, there's so many commands in the game.
There's like a bazillion commands in the command deck games. You're not gonna see all of them ever in a playthrough.
Yep. So last thing to show off here is the trophy shelf. So obviously I have more trophies unlocked here than on our other file because I've just done a little bit more here. So, unfortunately, you have to click on every one of them to see it. So I guess we're just.
Oh, you can't just cycle through. That's annoying.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but no. So, first one here in the clear, just finished the story. Badge of Pride. I need, one of these days I'll do a critical run of this. That'll be fun, especially if I feel like doing like Julius and the other souped up bosses.
Yeah.
Stop drop roller, earn 2,000 drop points. Like that one you should just get after enough time. King of Rush, first place in every Flick Rush Cup. Obviously I did that on this file, but not the other one. So
yeah, because I mean you saw the Keyblade for it.
Yep. Keyslinger. Just defeat 2,500 Dream Eaters. Another one that you just get over time. Same thing with In the Money. Did I go? Yeah, okay, I did look at that one.
Yeah.
Dream Pleaser. Maxed out every Spirit Affinity level.
That sounds
yeah. This one involves so much grinding, it's not even funny.
Yeah, jeez.
So, Portal Champ, complete every special and secret portal. Obviously, I did that to get both of the Keyblades here. It's another one that's pretty labor-intensive. Daring Diver, scored more than 7.5 million points. I think if you get the Dive Keyblade, you'll get this, too.
That makes sense.
I There is some variability that you can get in the scores. Some of them are just kind of fixed, like, yep, you got the A rank, here's your 1,000,000 points or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, defeat 1,000 enemies with flow motion. That one's pretty self-explanatory as well. Treasure Seeker, find every treasure. So, obviously, did that one on the other.
Yeah, so we should have that on
Save
both.
file. This is obtain one of every spirit. Still not the easiest thing to do, but it's
prerequisite for the one at the far left of that.
Yep. Critical praise, finished on critical. So like if you do a critical run, you'll get 2 of them.
If you do a critical run as your first run, you'll get 3 of them.
True. So defeat 50 enemies with reality shift. Link with your spirits at least 50 times. Maxed out every stat boosting ability. Interesting. So you remember that one Lord Kairu encounter that I mentioned periodically? So if you defeat him, then you get this, which is why I'd recommend like just avoid him initially because he will disappear after a certain amount of time. So just like come back when you're stronger and you can defeat him more easily.
Fair enough.
And then Keyblade Conquer, obtain every Keyblade. That is all the trophies. Yeah, so you can see why, some of them I just haven't done a critical run yet, but like these two,
yeah,
for like get every spirit and max out their affinity levels. It's just like, ugh.
Also, I love how you can tell that this game first came out on a system without achievements because they're in game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that the actual achievements for this game are basically just getting the trophies from the trophy shelf.
Yeah, I think there are some that are outside of that, just, like some general story completion ones.
Probably.
But in any case, that about does it. That's all I really wanted to say about the things that we missed, so... Yeah, well, I guess we're not really going to have credits to talk about, the project, so I guess we just have to do that here.
Yeah.
Want to. So this was fun. I enjoyed this.
Yeah, it was. Too.
I thought it was fun,
Been a
at
bit
least
rough
trying to
here.
do the gimmick of, like, not using the drop me nots and just dropping naturally back and forth between the two players. Obviously, that didn't really work out in the long run because I'm
think
faster.
The main issue was that I'm bad at dodging the attacks that add to your drop meter.
Yeah, that did not help. It definitely made like your segments a lot shorter.
Yeah.
And like I think I was already kind of faster about like knowing where the chests were and.
Yeah, I mean, you had done a lot more. You played it a lot more recently doing prep work and stuff, so...
Yeah, and this was my 4th playthrough of this game. Like, the Let's Play.
Yeah,
so
I've done a combined approximately 2 playthroughs now. Because I played the entire game once on PS4. I played through about half of both stories on 3DS. And I played half of the game, the Sora half, for this Let's Play. So, I'd say it adds up to about 2 playthroughs, but big chunks of the game I've only played once.
Yeah, that's fair.
And big chunks of the game I've played 3 times.
Yeah, but I thought this was probably the best opportunity to do like a co-op.
Oh, for sure.
Let's Play. Lends itself a little bit more naturally to that.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's gonna do it.
I still can't believe that we couldn't record it the first time we met for it because you had a non-US version of the game.
Right. Yep. Thanks, Amazon. I think that's where I got my copy of it. Yeah, I'm looking at the box right now, looking at the Peggy rating on it.
Yeah.
And of
Yeah,
course,
I mean,
we had some
fact
other
we
technical
didn't
difficulties on it too.
Yeah, between that and the fact that we didn't quite have time to do the bonus episodes in person, There were definitely some struggles with this, but it worked out more or less in the end.
Yep, we did it. We made it to the finish line.
Yep.
But yeah,
Or I at least talked to you while you made it to the finish line.
Yep, we did it, both of us together, in
I'm
equal
helping.
measure.
I'm providing emotional support.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have been able to make it through that Julius fight without the emotional support.
Yeah, that looked rough.
Yeah, it's definitely like something where, you know, grinding for levels and, you know, having more balloon commands makes it a lot easier. And I'm just appreciating that, like, now, having done it like 24 levels lower and with, you know, only 2 balloon rows.
Yeah, that definitely makes a difference.
Actually, wait, hold up. I want to double check something here. Oops. Not that menu, this menu. Because this is the... Okay, I had 3 Kiragas in my deck. So this file is set up right now to do the Julius fight. And, yeah, I think you can see 1 more Kiraga, 1 more balloon spell, and, you know, 2 Firagas for homing.
Yeah, which makes more sense with the build that you have that has fire boosts.
Yep. That probably contributed, but... Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching. And, you know, we'll see where the future takes us, but... For now, we're going to be signing off, so... Thank you very much for watching this final episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts HD Dream Drop Distance. I've been Rex Parasite.
I've been Air327.
Signing out.